3rd and 30? 3rd and 30. 3rd and 30. And you got a chance to win the game. You get off on that down and the game is over. 3rd and 30? Golly, man. Holy moly. What's up, y'all, man? It's your boy TK. This is TK Sports Talk. We talk about the NFL, but more importantly, we talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, our birds, man. It just took a crazy loss today. Crazy loss. As we lost by 6 points. 6 points. Crazy loss today, man. All right. We're going to get into it. We're going to break it down. Man, I'm so just 4 turnovers today. Now, we've seen this year, the Eagles, we've been sloppy. We played a great game. We just had some untimely turnovers today. We'll get into the numbers, man. I mean, we should have won this game. Going into the game, I had all the confidence in the world that we was going to win this game. All right? All the confidence. I knew Gardner Minshew was going to show up. I knew the team was going to stand up behind him. But, man, we've seen it in Washington. We almost saw it in Texas, and we almost really saw it in Indianapolis. The turnovers. We cannot have these turnovers. And look at these turnovers that we're having. Listen, I said it last week, and I said it the week before. Okay? Winning covers up some warts sometimes, all right? But Quez Watkins, he's not a possession receiver. You understand? A.J. Brown is a possession receiver. You 3rd and 5, you're going to throw it inside and catch the slant. Even Smitty, he going to shake somebody off the break, and he going to get inside for the slant and give you an easy target to throw it. Quez Watkins is not him. He's not him. 2 times we threw it to Quez Watkins. He didn't fight enough for the ball, position his body well enough for the ball, and allowed a defender one time to come over his back and just take it. And another time, he had it in his hands. Come on, man, make a play for your quarterback. Had it in his hands and then let the guy just wrestle the ball away from him. I mean, I don't expect Quez to win any wrestling matches. All right? I don't expect that. But my God, that's a gotta have it play right there, man. Gotta have it played. All right. Gardner Minshew. He played well for a backup quarterback, for a guy that had that many reps. All right. There's a lot of times where Gardner just needed to step up, plant his feet, and deliver the ball. He was throwing from off of his back foot all day long, which is why so many balls were sailing. And the wide receivers made some absolutely fantastic catches out there, man. We got a really bright future in our young wide receiving core, all right? Dallas Goedert came back and showed up. I thought they could have even got him more involved because there was a couple times where he just disappeared from the game plan. But he came back with 67 yards today. Big time. But, man, I mean, this was an exciting game, back and forth. The defensive line, all right? But both offensive lines played very well today. All right, up until about the 4th quarter, where the defensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles started to show their dominance. We was up 10. Let that sink in. We was up 10 points in the 4th quarter before we imploded. Defensive line started getting home. Reddick had a strip sack, couldn't get the ball. How did we not get that ball? Linval Joseph, you got it. So much so, the referees was like, yo, that's Philly ball. But we didn't come up with that. I mean, man, it was like we was just this close the entire football game from winning this football game. It was just in our hands, and we gave it away. Now, at the grand scheme, at the end of things, man, it doesn't mean a whole lot because we know next week we can take care of business and get the win. But the opportunity was in our hands today. It was right in our hands today. Man. Miles Sanders, all right, 21 carries for 65 yards, okay? But there was a couple carries that was given to Boston Scott. Listen, Coach Sirianni, okay? And you guys let me know, all right, if I'm tripping, because I need somebody else to tell me, all right? Why, for the life of me, is Boston Scott in the game at a critical part of the game? It's because we got a lead? It's because we want to make them think that we're going to throw the ball, all right, which we probably do with Boston or with Kenneth Gainwell. If we're going to have two running backs touch the ball. I do not need a third running back to touch the ball, especially someone who's not in a rhythm, who's not taking handoffs regularly. Okay, you can take some handoffs in practice, but you in the game, you're not taking handoffs. You're in a big moment in the game. Your blood not flowing. You're not sweating. You in there cold in a big moment of the game. Give the ball to Miles Sanders. I do not understand why in crucial parts of the game, you're not giving the ball to Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders was getting about 3.5 yards a pop. Get the ball to Miles. Get the ball to Miles. I don't want to make Boston Scott a scapegoat, but my God. He fumbles in a critical point of the game trying to get the handoff from the quarterback. We can't, you just can't have that. This was the type of game going against Dallas that we knew with Gardner Minshew as our quarterback that we could not make these kind of mistakes. We can't make these kind of mistakes. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. I mean, like, both Scotts. I mean, great Scott. We've known this from the last couple games that Josiah Scott, had to fill in for Avonte Maddox. Okay? We know they barbecue chicken out there. We know that that's the guy that the other team is looking for. That's the matchup that they want. And we didn't protect him. Again, I'm going to go back to a 3rd and 30. Jonathan Gannon, 3rd and 30. Now, I said in the second half, after watching the game, I'm like, Jonathan Gannon, you have got to make some adjustments because CeeDee Lamb is looking like he's him. And I don't want to say he ain't because today he was. And I'm like, yo, we got to get this man some help. We got to make sure we got a safety over the top. We cannot play a zone and leave CeeDee Lamb on a safety. Okay, so Josiah Scott gets in there, and whoever he's guarding, that's who they want to throw to. That's who they want to throw to. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, 3rd and 30, though. 3rd and 30. And the reason why I bring up Josiah Scott and now I'm talking about 3rd and 30 is because on that play, I mean, it's 3rd and 30. 3rd and 30. On that play, he's down over top of Turpin like he's gonna play him in the slot. And I guess they just trying to give them a one safety look. And then he starts to run back as the ball snap as to be the second safety on the hash line. All right, but while he running back, he looking around this way at Turpin, see where he going, and he not getting deep. You're the safety. No, your job is to be deepest than the deepest man. That's it. Be deeper than the deepest man. He took a bad angle, couldn't run with T.Y. Hilton, and allowed this man. That's why Darius Slay was so upset. Okay? That's why he's so upset. Darius Slay is playing a trail technique. Okay? Playing a trail technique because he knows that he's got help over the top. 3rd and 30. It's 3rd and 30. All right? I know we got safeties playing at the sticks because it's 3rd and 30. They throw for 50 yards. And we got to run a safety back. Why are we playing cute like that? 3rd and 30. 3rd and 30 for the game. I want to see 7 defenders. You know what? I want to see 8 defenders back at least 10 to 15 yards. That's what I want to see. 3rd and 30. I want to see a prevent defense. If y'all want to run the ball, go ahead. But they was in an empty set. They wasn't about to run the ball. If you think Dak was about to run it for 30 yards? No. I want to see 3 linemen rush. I want to see 8 DBs. 8 of them. 7, you can keep TJ on out there 15 yards back. Because they need 30 yards on the 3rd and 30. They convert on the 3rd and 30. Dak Prescott throws for over 340 yards. You know what I'm saying? Touchdowns, all crazy. Like, 3rd and 30. That's the game. I mean, I can sit here and talk for the rest of the video. I don't want to scream the whole time. But 3rd and 30, okay? We always talk about how one play doesn't define the game. There's a whole bunch of plays in the game. Yes. But 3rd and 30 is the play of the game right there. All right? So the Philadelphia Eagles today gave away this game to the Dallas Cowboys. It's no doubt that the Philadelphia Eagles are better than the Cowboys. Will we have won with Jalen Hurts? Without question. Without question. However, I'm done with Quez Watkins. Quez, if it's not 30 yards down the field, on a straight go ball, on a slant, on a flag, or maybe on a comeback. But even on a comeback, if you don't come back to the ball and you allow the defender to get to you and fight for that ball, Quez, come on now, Quez. You see Skinny Batman, Quez? Skinny Batman fighting for everything. Skinny Batman not letting nobody take nothing. He taking it. He taking it. Come on, Quez. A.J. Brown, a great game. 100 yards. I wish he could have, 100 some odd yards. Wish he could have scored a touchdown. All right? When A.J. had heavy feet. And he tripped over that turf down there and wasn't able to get it in, man. Again, Smitty's a dog, man. 8 catches, 113 yards for 2 touchdowns. Shouts out to Devontae Smith. We got 2 number 1s. We don't got a 1 and a 2. We got a 1A and a 1B. That's what it is. All right? Now over 900 yards receiving for the year. All right? We're going to go ahead and get him 1,000 before this is over because now we've got to play next week. We've got to lick our wounds. We've got to watch the tape. We've got to get ready to go and play against the New Orleans Saints team that's trying to play spoiler. A New Orleans Saints team that actually still has a chance, crazy enough, to win their division because of how the Bucs are playing. All right? Like, that's what we are. And everybody who was out there who got hurt, I don't know how Lane is. We're going to find out if Lane's ready to play. Milton Williams came back in the game after taking an injury scare. That was really big. He came back. I mean, the defense today, I can't give an honest grade. I'll give the defense a B because they were put in some bad positions by the offense today. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. The defense showed up, and I'm going to give them a B overall because there was just a couple plays that just cannot happen. Cannot happen. We cannot allow these things to happen. We cannot allow a tight end to be out there and miss a tackle and let him run for another 30 yards down the field. Okay? We cannot allow that. We cannot allow CeeDee Lamb to be isolated one-on-one with a safety and we're playing zone and he crosses fit and he can't run with it. We can't allow that. All right? In the first half, we didn't get that much pressure on the quarterback. All right? I'm not sure what that was about. All right? But we can't have that. All right? We just on defense, all right, Bradbury played well, gave up a couple things, you know. Listen, on that 1 touchdown, and for the life of me, Josiah Scott, not to keep picking on you, but man, if you playing a man on the inside and you don't got no help on the inside, you've got to shade him to the outside, all right? He's got to cross your face. He's got to cross you. You cannot allow him just to open, this is what they call an open the gate. You can't just let him go right on in. That's opening the gate. You can't just let him do that. You've got to be in a position to where, listen, if you want to get inside me, you're going to have to cross my face. That's what you're going to have to do. And in doing that, I'm already going to be in a better position than if I'm playing outside of you. You know? I mean, you played enough this year to know that. Honestly. I mean, just a heartbreaking game. I mean, I don't really know what to tell you guys. I don't know. Just 3rd and 30. So what it came down to, really? I mean, it came down to a 3rd and 30. 4 turnovers today. And just a big play at the wrong time to a guy who just signed there, T.Y. Hilton, man. Just signed there. And he wanted to let everybody know, if you think you can come up and press me, I can run by anybody. And on the 3rd and 30, we played a trail technique, and we allowed a retired receiver to come back and catch a 56-yard go ball. Man, cost us the game. Cost us the game. I mean, just think about it. What we do on the ground? Zeke wasn't very effective on the ground. Pollard wasn't very effective on the ground. Tony Pollard, however, was effective through the air. All right? We gave up the most passing yards that I ever thought that we would. Dallas scored 17 points just alone off of our turnovers. 20. They kicked the field goal at the end. All right? 20 points off of turnovers. Now, we scored 7 points off turnovers. That's 13 points difference there. You think that don't make a difference in a game that we lost by 6? that we would have never even been in the position to lose by 6. We should have won by 13. We just dropped it, man. The Philadelphia Eagles blew a chance is what happened. Y'all want to know the recap of the game? How I would summarize it up? We blew it. We absolutely blew the opportunity to clinch the division. And as mad as I sounded earlier in the beginning of this video, after talking to you guys about it, I feel much better now. All right? Because we lost this game. 2 games this year, we gave away. This game, I'm proud of how the Philadelphia Eagles came out in this game. Because they did all the things that I wanted them to do. All right? They just didn't establish the running game as much as I wanted them to. However, Dallas was playing tough in the box. I mean, you can't act. Did I expect Gardner Minshew to throw for 355 yards today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But he did. You know? And that's a game that we've got to win that game. We got to win it. 2 more chances to get the turnovers. Those are plays we got to have. Just got to have them, man. But it just wasn't in the cards today for us. And sometimes you just got to accept that. All right? No, I don't like to know that we lost to Dallas. All right? Because everybody going to run around and say how we beat y'all and take all the credit and this, that, and the third. I don't care nothing about that. All right? Now we got to get up. Get back on the get back on the grind, chop that wood, and get ready to play New Orleans next week. So we don't have to have it come down to a last weekend ditch and have to fight the Giants for the #1 seed and all this other kind of stuff, man. This is not the position that we wanted to be in. We had everything in our hands, and we let that everything slip right through. We let it slip right through. So it's a tough loss today, man. At the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles took an L. Gardner Minshew played well, 2 interceptions. You know, I can't even blame him and say that they were his fault, especially the last one. All right? I mean, I'm not going to say any of them was his fault. They both was throwing to Quez Watkins. They both got picked off. Like, okay, yeah, did Gardner have some wild and erratic throws? Yeah, man, but he threw for 355 yards, man. So we're going to pick him at the couple throws that he had, you know, when he's coming in and hadn't been starting and playing, and maybe he had some poor mechanics on a couple plays. So what? 355 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions that he threw to Quez Watkins. Like, just Devontae Smith had one of the greatest touchdown celebrations ever. And now, I don't even know if we'll talk about it now, man. Crazy, man. The Philadelphia Eagles lose a game in which they had in their hands, man, as they go down to the Dallas Cowboys 40-34. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments below, man. What could we have done to win this game? Who's to blame for this loss? Somebody got to be to blame. Is Quez Watkins to blame for this loss? Is Jonathan Gannon on defense to blame for this loss? I mean, I would have to blame Gannon for the loss. I know we turned the ball over 4 times, but 3rd and 30? 3rd and 30. 3rd and 30, maybe we don't turn the ball over for the 4th time. 3rd and 30. Anyway, man, it's your boy TK, the official, man. The Philadelphia Eagles, 4 turnovers. Cancel out Gardner Minshew's 355 yards, 2 touchdown day. And the Philadelphia Eagles take an L to the Dallas Cowboys. And now we got to go next week. Wait 1 more week to clinch the #1 spot and still to clinch the division. This late in the year, we're still waiting to clinch the division. It's TK Sports Talk, man. We out.